So have you thought of creating application package just by dragging and dropping the installer media? This is what Packaging Robot was doing, and I think I created it in 2017. In those days, I was supporting two clients, and both of them are on FileWave. And I had to create application packages very frequently. So I suggested them, why don't you go to um, AutoPKG, because that was, one of the most famous things we were doing those days. But my clients, both of them, coincidentally, did not agree for that because it was too complex according to them. But then it was, the workload on my head, so I had to find a solution. And this is what I did. I created Packaging Robot, which was creating application package just by dragging and dropping on it. It would create a package which would had a pre-install, post-install, and all kinds of customization that we want. And this thing was running on my device, so I did not need to take any approval from client. My job was to create application package. I created and I gave it to the testers or the application responsible people to test the applications. As far as they are happy, no one is going to question because it's not a solution going outside my device. So let's see how it worked. But before that, I want to tell you why I'm talking about this, because now my clients are moving to Intune. That means we have to create application packages more frequently, because so far I from 2017 till 2021 I used this, and then we moved to more modern solutions like Kanji and others. So they have so many packages already there, you could just make it ready with one click. But now we are going to recreate application packages more. So that's when I thought about taking out my Packaging Robot, do some greasing, jinx it up with AI and see what we could do. And when I said about AI, I would really need suggestions from you guys. If you have any idea what we could implement to make it better, please let me know. But let's see how the Packaging Robot was working. This is really insightful. I'm sure it would catch your interest. So there was a folder for Packaging Robot. Inside this, I created a folder for every application that I used to create. And I did only for 10 because those 10 were more frequent. And today we are going to talk about Firefox only. So it had three main folders. Raw media drop was the input folder where you actually dropped the media, right? And then there was a root folder and output folder where the application package got created and thrown into. The root folder is an interesting thing. If you already know how pkgutil works, you know about the root folder. If you don't, I would suggest you go back and watch a video which I created. I think the title would be something like creating application packages via command line or something like that. It's in the application packaging playlist. But for Firefox, inside the root folder, we would have these two folders, which is script and applications. If you are packaging some other application, you might have more complex folder structure. But for Firefox, this much was enough. So script would folder would have pre-install, post-install, pre-flight, post-flight. You could do lot many things. And then applications folder and then output folder. So now this was a folder structure, but how things were getting triggered by drag and drop. I was using something that you already know, Launch Daemon. So Launch Daemon was doing its watch folder feature, where as soon as there is a change in a folder, it would trigger your script. So as soon as I dropped the the raw media, it would do what I asked it to do, which is run a pkgutil script. So I'm making it simple by saying pkgutil script so that you understand what was happening at the backend. But mainly it was running the pkgutil command to create the application package and a few more things to clean up and everything. But mainly this. So it was the pkgutil script that was doing the magic, but Launch Daemon was the one which was triggering it without, like completely hands-free, just after dragging and dropping. So pkgutil script did its magic and the application package would get created and thrown in the output folder. That's it. The thing is that I had to create this setup for all the applications one time, and then it was such a peace of mind. But this is something that I'm starting to work on, version 2.0, As I said, if you guys have any suggestion for adding features, please let me know. I would be glad to do, or anything related to Intune that would help. Please let me know. Okay, let's talk again about version 2.0 once it's ready. I'm hoping within a month or so. Till then, have fun.